All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Switch is 8.
Just get the play off. Now Prescott. A dump on Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful about how far you let your guy go because if you want to into some tough coverage.
4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Tight end's right.
Here we go. Prescott from the gun. That's complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Here we go. Wide 8.
4 down, 4 down.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Quick here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Hey!
Solid job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being successful right now.
Prescott to throw it. Forced out to his left. That's complete right around the 8. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the open catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. You get a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on you, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best.
He's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bennett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Start there, over here. Start there.
Check 9.
And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Crash down.
Mike Bennett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Sack.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Keep the 3 is good. Obviously, with the 14-play drive, you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Don't go. Lady!
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Don't go. 180!
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's going to let this one go. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, for touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just a go.
Pure speed is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
This one taken from the 7.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right?
47.
It's almost like the body set doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
Let's go.
keep that little tired.
Prescott now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even. At 58.
To throw his first game.
Watch the run.
Outside, he's 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
4 down.
Again to Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's it.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
We got 4.
On the ground with Elliott. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down.
Wait, take.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to...
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
There we go, back man.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
Come on now,
You
come on
want to
now,
get this
let's
running
go.
game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the
There we go, back
football.
man.
We've got to get it going right now.
And at this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He slips into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Prescott on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just making sure the snow angel was down there. Opportunity missed. And Davis with it left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, going through defenders, you guys almost...
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Tyler Davison in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
I got trips this side. I got trips this side.
Prescott now. He will find Davis on the left side complete.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Get him on his feet, get a little rock yard.
Nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers.
Watch right.
A few misshapen ones in there. I'm trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Drops it underneath. Elliott. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Got it complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a because hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble.
Here we go, 46.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
26. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Michael Bennett. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt. Gets to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I know it looks easy to a lot of people when you're kicking the ball. I mean, it looks pretty simple, right? Snap, put it down, kick it. But playing in the snow, that can throw off your timing just a bit, and that can wreak havoc, as we just saw there.
Well, it throws off the timing, and I just think it's an extra advantage for the team that's coming in to block it because they've got a hold on the offensive side, and, of course, they've got a lot to deal with.
What can't be underestimated is the person catching the ball, the holder, and putting it down. You're talking about cold hands, snowy weather, ball can get slippery on you. It's a lot of extra pressure on that person.
And they're able to get it down, but a nice job to get in and block it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Go. 180!
Once again here on 2nd and 10. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Hey. 4 down.
The final shot before half for Lance. Going deep for Moncrief. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Right, guys, double
I would
tight.
guess it in the locker room. They talked about
Four
cleaning
down,
up
four
some of
down.
the errors.
Check.
Go.
I think they wanted to let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense is not scoring
Hang
a
in
lot
there
of
now,
points.
hang in there now.
And that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Here we go. Back man.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Come on now. Come on now.
Pass
Let's go.
on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with
Side,
something
boys,
here on
left.
third
Side
down.
on the left. Move.
Set. 120.
He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This will be fielded at the 7. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go, 46,
They have
46.
the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
Single receiver.
For the most part,
Hey.
they're emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points.
Everyone's got
Turn the ball
four
back
down.
over to the offense and let's go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down,
Hey, Swift.
executed it to perfection.
26.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, 58 is a mic.
26.
Again, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A couple of first downs on the drive already. They'll go from the 47 now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Cowboys on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
58's the mic. 58. 58.
Here's Prescott. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Davis.
Awesome.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
26.
Indeed going for it. It's Prescott. It's to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
I got you. You're all mine.
Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
You don't want no problem.
That one goes for 24 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys have it right. They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage typically runs away from someone and not worry about traffic coming out of the other end.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Davis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
58, boys. 58.
Prescott yet again. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. As we get set for the 4th. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Shotgun is Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this one's really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive playing the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his numbers a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
3 down.
On 1st down, Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to
Come on now, let's go.
They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've got a check on the scoreboard. Wentz. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dante Moncrief His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I'm getting excited about this. We get a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
What do you think? What do you think?
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Here we go, 46, 46. What do you think? What do you think?
Second down, first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
In general, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Blitz.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no reason.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz taking it in. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 5. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Dashing through the snow. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts him in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. That score you just added on the board.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
3 down, 3 down.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
3 down, 3 down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up and tackle this guy.
Blitz coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith leading the surge there. He drops in for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an
Come on now, let's go.
I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Right there. 54, right there, right
What's your son?
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's off around the 37, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
4 down. Check.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
All right. 4 down.
Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 47.
Switch it.
46.
Now Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
Time for a break.
Big hit.
We're back to see what happens after this. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
58's Mike.
26.
Prescott from the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there at 22.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check Mike.
26.
Throwing here, Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Keep it up. 58's the mark.
26.
Fighting through pressure. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage.
And that is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Double tight. Hey, we got 3 down.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Get him, boys. 54's
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
Hang in there now.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Hey, guys, check me out.
He's back to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Marcus Lawrence in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Man 5-7.
And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. And out now come the Cowboys. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Tighten everything that you do. No let up, no crazy plays, and they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory.
Keep playing hard,
so now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Oh, partner, there's something special about a game.